Rene, let's talk Lego track.
Let's talk Lego track.
So we have some modern Lego track here, but there has to be a history. How did we get here?
Well, did you know the very first pieces of Lego track came out in 1966?
That's a year I don't know of.
Well, I did some history research in this book by Holger Mathis. You assembled it yourself.
So that's like hand-laid track in the model railroad world.
It is, well, very loosely. Blue rails, white ties.
Okay, that's not the color of any track I've ever seen before, but...
But maybe you might recognize this.
Oh, I grew up with that. That's the 9-volt era.
It is. The track was a lighter gray.
Okay.
And it had, as you probably remember, metal on the rails.
That's just like model railroading, but the track we have now looks very similar to that. So it looks like the track and the dimensions in the 9-volt era are the same dimensions and radii that we have now, but without the metal rail.
That's right.
Okay.
So let's talk track packs.
Track packs. If I want to expand my railroad and make it bigger than an oval, this is all I need?
This is set 60205.
So what comes in this pack?
Well, we've got straights, we've got curves, and we've got flex track.
Okay.
These pieces come stacked in levels of 4, and it looks like they've got 2 pins holding it together. So how do we get those apart?
With the handy dandy brick separator.
Where do you get one of those?
Well, fortunately for us, this came with our train set, but you can get it with most higher dollar Lego sets.
Oh, neat. How does it work?
So you take your brick separator, put it between the top and the second to top Lego piece of track, and it just pops out like that.
Oh, nice.
And then you can keep pulling off. The only one you really need the brick separator for is the top one. These pins come out, and you have 4 pieces of track.
Well, nice. So how does this go together?
Well, Renee,
Looks pretty simple.
they go together on a flat, even surface. Straight on like that, it snaps in really well.
Well, that's cool. Do the curves work the same way?
Yeah, the curves work the same way. Do you want to try?
Yeah. So we have the 2 curves here.
Yep, they snap together just like that.
Well, cool. Let's try adding some straight sections.
Okay.
So here we have straights.
Yep. And they go together.
Look at
Just like that.
Starting to build our empire.
Yeah.
Let's see if the flex track goes together in the same way.
Okay.
Looks like it does. It has the 2 notches, clicks.
Yeah. And it looks like 4 of these sections equal a curve or a straight.
Well, Bryson, we made our oval. We made it a little bigger. But let's say I want to go somewhere else. Now what?
Switch tracks.
Cool.
So this is set number 60238. It includes 2 turnouts, or switches that Lego calls them, and 4 curved sections of track.
Well, say that 10 times fast.
4 curved sections of track, 4 curved sections of track, 4 curved sections of track. No, I can't do that, Renee. I'm sorry.
Well, let's move on to what's inside this set.
Let's
How about
do that.
And let's drop the box.
So, 1 switch, 2 switch, no 3 switch, but there's 4 pieces of curved track. And you have these little things.
So where does this piece go?
Well, that goes in the switch machine itself. Just pops in like that.
Oh, let me try.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So
oh, this operates the
that,
switch.
it turns it into a manual switch.
Cool. Lots of play value.
Now, Lego doesn't have any remote control switches, but this adds a lot of operating interest to your Lego train layout.
It sure does. So how do we use these?
Well, Renee, one way that we can use them is by making a passing siding.
Okay.
So let's do that. Can I have 2 of your straight pieces of track?
Of course.
So those are going to go in the straight sections of these turnouts to make it one continuous straight rail. And I will use 2 curved pieces from my switch track pack. And these go on the outer side to make the passing siding. Voila!
Well, this is really neat. And it'll be great for when we get another Lego train set, but it looks pretty short. How can we let the trains pass?
Well, we can add to the middle of this because the middle sections line up. Just pull it apart in the middle and add a piece of straight track.
There we go.
And you can add to this as long as you want to. You can do curves as long as the sections add up.
Hey, Bryson, since we've got switches, we can make a yard, couldn't we?
Yes, we can. Let's do that.
Okay.
Take all this apart. So, let's get a little bit of a clear area here. So Rene, to make these straight tracks, we just add curves to compensate, because the radius is the same. You can add some straight tracks there, and I can add some straight tracks here.
Not prototypical.
No, it's fine.
Sure it is.
There are curved yards.
Bryson, I think we have a problem here. There's not going to be enough clearance on these curves. What can we do?
Well, see, Rene, in this situation, we'll replace these curves with some flex track, which can give us a wider radius.
Oh, great idea.
So take those curves out, and we'll just start adding flex track to parallel this curve. They're parallel.
Great idea. Wow, Bryson, it's looking like a real railroad.
And it sounds like one too.
Hey, how did you do that?
Well, Ben Lake and I made a video on how to install a Blue Nami decoder in this Lego engine that you can find on trains.com.
I gotta look for that.
Yeah, so let's do some switching with this.
I'll get the switch for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Whoa, Bryson, it's the end of the line here, unless we add more track.
Or a bigger table. But at least now you know how to add track packs to your basic Lego train set and make a giant empire.
And stay tuned for more Lego videos right here on trains.com. Wait, we haven't used the track from that set yet.
Well, let's go find a bigger table.